Last few weeks we've talked about how MotoGP is, I shouldn't say turned one-sided, but it's
predictable.
It's predictable, and I guess it's more one-sided to manufacturers because you still got Bastianini to an extent, Martin and Bagnaia fighting it out, and you're still never really going to know who's going to win. But it's one-sided in the fact that it's going to be a GP24 that's winning that title. And on the flip side, we're talking about how F1's now so close and getting closer than ever. So I thought, let's dive back in and have a chat of the most one-sided MotoGP seasons of all time and the closest Formula One seasons of all time. Because it's kind of flipped, MotoGP was so close for so long. Even though we still had a dominant champions, the racing with everything was so close, but now the GP24s are dominant, and now F1's just really closing back up.
Yeah. Yeah, it is really interesting, and it seems like there's always one or the other, and I think that's all through the years. They really both haven't been super exciting at the same time. Maybe 2021's the difference with MotoGP and also Formula One being both so close and such a crazy championship. So you go first, James.
All right. So super one-sided championships. There's been a few out there. And it's funny because when I picked this, I didn't realize, but they're all from the one team. Can you guess what that team is?
Ducati.
No,
Honda.
Repsol Honda.
Oh.
Repsol Honda has dominated. When they've dominated the season, they've really dominated the season. Now, I'm not really going to do this in particular order, but the main ones I've got, and I'll go through each one, is Mick Doohan's 1997 season. Just for example, it was first, second, first, second DNF. And he DNF'd in Australia in the last rounds.
That's right. He crashed Southern Loop, or was it? No, turn one, wasn't it?
Turn one.
Yeah, and that's why it's called Do It. Well, it was always going to be Doing. It was corner, but yeah.
Valentino Rossi's 2002 season, first, second, first, DNF, first, second, second. DNF in the Czech Republic.
Bruno.
So that was the first year of the four strokes.
Yeah.
So it was half four stroke, half 500cc.
Gotcha. Yep. And he was on a four stroke.
Yeah. And that's when HRC just, threw the kitchen sink at making the best bike. Year after, 2003, Valentino Rossi again, first, second, first.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, you know how we talked about the other...
He finished second. He almost won every single race. That's probably the most dominant season ever.
It is the most dominant season ever.
He only got 1 second.
That's what?
Yeah, and then got first every season. He didn't even have a DNF.
No way.
And that's when he went to Yamaha the next year after doing that. And Honda said, anyone can win on this bike. Crazy.
Bro, that is like the Rossi tards, as Danby would say. This is why he's such a figure.
Yeah.
Because no one's done that before, and no one will do it probably ever again.
No.
And yes, Marquez is a dominant figure in the sport, but that GOAT conversation is just a real interesting one. And you just got, sometimes you just got to sit back and look at these stats because... I'm sure a lot of people at home wouldn't have actually realized that. I'm sure a lot of people know that, but a lot of people have probably forgotten that.
They do, and I didn't realize it. To be fair, I didn't realize that he only got 1 second. It's unbelievable, man. That 1 second was at Catalunya, which it was another Honda.
Not
that won
one
anyway.
crash he didn't crash once in a race all year. No. That doesn't happen now.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Marc Marquez's 2019 season, second, first, DNF, first, second, second, first. More racing, you got to remember. In those later years, there's more tracks.
Yeah.
But still, the lowest he finished was second.
Yeah.
Without taking a DNF.
Crazy.
Taking a DNF out. And the other one was Casey Stoner's 2011 season, first year in Repsol Honda. First DNF when he got taken out by Valentino Rossi.
Oh, in Jerez.
Yeah. third, first, second, third, first, third, first. 350 points.
Jeez, it really came home strong, didn't he?
Yeah. So Repsol Honda, if they're going to dominate a season, they're going to really dominate a season.
So it wasn't all Repsol Honda then, because Valentino Rossi's first season at Yamaha, you said, was the most dominant.
No, that was all Honda. 2003, 2002, that's both.
Oh, they're Honda. So 2004, he went to Yamaha.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, of course.
Which he had another dominant season, but just wasn't to that
Extent.
Yeah.